What's up, guys? Welcome back. So another great fight. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez wrapped up a couple days ago, and honestly, I was pulling for Jose. You know, of course, I want the Mexican American to beat the English guy because, I mean, it's just I'm Mexican American, so that's why that's my boy. But I mean, he got outclassed. First couple rounds, Josh Taylor looked very sharp. You know, he was smooth with his jab, like he was moving. He was excuse me, what the heck was that? My bad. He was active. He was more sharp. He was more into it. You know, the first couple rounds, Jose was just kind of, seeing what he could throw and not throwing many punches. You know, it was kind of stiff. And Josh looked real sharp in the first two rounds, and the third and fourth, Jose started opening up a bit. He wasn't really countering much on Josh because Josh was faster. Josh was a lot faster than Jose, so he was just throwing combinations. He was just throwing punches to see what would land, and he was landing good body punches. So it started to turn a little bit. The fight started to shift in Jose's side with the momentum, and he started, picking it up like round 4, round 5, and then I believe it was round 6 when he got knocked down, or maybe round 7. I want to say round 6, or maybe 7. Anyway, Jose came out of that round pushing like Josh heavy, like pressed him forward, or pressed him back. You know what I'm saying? And he threw like a hook, like he tried to lean into it and threw like a right hook, but he was flat-footed when he threw it. And Josh just kind of slipped it and threw the overhand left, countered him, dropped him. Like, it was quick. It was a nice flash. It was a nice counter, like a flash knockdown on Jose. And it looked, it didn't look like it phased him because after he, got the 10 seconds, he got up. Like, he started throwing more punches. Like, he started throwing more combinations, and then, he started to dip in the second round, and then he started to not be as active. He wasn't as confident, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was really ready to fight back. So the second knockdown was when they would hug each other, and honestly Josh Taylor was really slick because when they would hug each other, usually they wait on the ref to separate them, and so they're just not fighting back. They're holding each other, and then wait for the ref to separate them. But Josh would sneak in a punch or two, when they're holding and they're hugging, or they're holding, Josh would sneak in overhand right, or a little mini uppercut, or a little body shot. That was pretty slick on his part, honestly. Jose kept talking to the ref a couple times too. When he would do that, when Josh would throw punches, while they were holding, Jose would kind of talk to the ref, hey, what the heck? No, hit me in the back of the head. And, but that's fair, that's legal. They don't say nothing about that. They hold, break it up, they break it up. Josh is active, he's throwing punches. And that's how we got him. That's how we got him slipping. Jose was looking at the ref, hoping they would break him up, and then Josh threw in a slick uppercut, hit him right on the button, dropped him, and that one hurt him. That one, it was difficult for him to stand up. After that, he wasn't really throwing a lot of punches. He was trying to throw punches, but he wouldn't land. He would just rush it. And Josh, after he got those 2 knockdowns, he was just really much more patient, moving around a lot more, not throwing many punches, really just quick jabs, maybe a counter punch here and there, but he was not being as active as before. And Jose might have won 3 of the last 5 rounds, but honestly, the fight was over at that point. But Josh came out strong. Josh was smooth. He was sharp. He was on it. He was consistent with the 12 rounds. Jose had a slow start, picked it up, got caught, was slow again, got caught again. We got caught, then got caught again. Then he started slowing down a bit. Then he started to pick it up around 11, around 12, but it was kind of too late. So now he's undisputed. Now there's an undisputed champion in one of the divisions. I think the last boxer who was an undisputed champ was Oleslander Uric or something. I think he's from the same country Lomachenko's from, the yellow and blue flag or something like that. But now he's undisputed. Of course, you got an interim champion, the WBA, another super interim champion. Honestly, I think Josh Taylor should or those 2 interim champs fight, and then there's the ultimate interim belt. And the winner of those 2 interim champions The winner of that fight fights Taylor. And then Taylor can unify it and really be undisputed champion at 140 pounds. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, Jose will come back. You know, he'll step up from this. There'll probably be a rematch in the future, maybe a trilogy if Jose gets a fight or two, get a win, and then have that rematch. But it was a good fight. It was a really good fight up until the knockdowns. Then Josh kind of let off the gas. But, yeah, man, good fight. Real good fight. Got another one coming up with, you know, there was a Errol Spence breaking news. I just found out yesterday. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. Woo! That's fun. That's going to be a fun fight. But we ain't talking about that fight. This is Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez this time. You know, we'll talk about that fight when it happens. But Josh Taylor, undisputed champ. Good for him. Jose will be back. Get a win or two, get that rematch, and then get the trilogy eventually. But good fight. I know I said it like 10 times, but thank you guys for watching this video. It'll be a quick video today. And many more fights coming, man. Can't wait. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. You got Canelo fighting Plant eventually. You know, I think there was another fight happening either this weekend or another weekend, but boxing fights starting to ramp up. Finally. Thank you. Terrence Crawford, hopefully he fights Laura. I think that'll be a great fight. Great fight. Terrence Crawford versus Aries Landry Laura. And then they can fight, have 2 belts, and then continue on from there, you know. But a lot of good fights coming up, man. Can't wait. Appreciate it. Always. Thanks for the views, guys. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.